William Saliba. Have you heard from him?
As I said, yeah, French team versus English. No friends.
First of all, World Cup quarter-final. A few days away. How's the squad feeling? How's the mood around the team hotel?
Yeah, buzzing. Excited. This is a proper test for us. And we're ready. 3 clean sheets out of 4. The most goals, I think, scored at the tournament. We can only be confident, and it's been a long build up to this game, and I think a few of us are just wanting the game to be played and put on a show.
There's a lot of talk, obviously, about Kylian Mbappe being the key player. How are England going to stop him? Is it important to sort of shut out that noise and focus on France as a whole squad and a team rather than just this fantastic individual?
Yeah, absolutely. They're reigning World Cup champions as a team. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the best players, if not the best player in the world at the minute. But it doesn't say England v Mbappe, as Kyle Walker alluded to the other day. And I think Giroud is going unnoticed as France's top goal scorer. So we have to be aware of him. Dembele's playing really well. Griezmann's always a threat. And you've got a lot of players on the bench. So you don't become world champions with one player. You become world champions with 23, 26.
Obviously, this is your first World Cup. How do you see your role? Jordan, obviously the number one. Is it difficult to be a backup goalkeeper? Do you see yourself as maybe someone who keeps up the spirits in the dressing room as well? Is that part of your remit for this tournament?
Yeah, it's difficult. It took a few days of getting used to. I'll be honest. But the good thing is that me and Nick are in the same boat. I know he's done it before and so have I, but we're both playing well at club level, both number ones. But it helps when all 3 of us plus the goalie coach all get on. We're now seeing our sort of training helping Jordan in the games, give him a platform to really go and strive on. So yeah, my sort of role at the minute is obviously pushing Jordan and being ready if needed. Hopefully that isn't the case. But also shooting free kicks, penalties, having a laugh and a joke. The day after a game, training as hard as I can to get the rest of the boys ready. So it's difficult. I'm not going to sit here and say it's been a lot of fun and a breeze, but I've enjoyed what I've needed to do, and hopefully we'll be here for another week.
I was with the fans behind the goal at the last game. I looked over to the bench, I think after Pickford had made that save at the near post, and you were one of the first on your feet applauding him. Does that show the relationship amongst the goalkeepers?
Absolutely. We work so hard every day. First out, last in. Cannon fodder, as I said, for a lot of the shooting drills, and world-class footballers just scoring goals can be demoralising, but you have to carry on doing it to help them out. And I think the main thing is when we're training, we day in, day out, to get Jordan into the position to perform. It's a sense of pride. It's a sense of knowing we've done our job. It's a sense of we see what he's doing come out from training, and it's just you won't win a tournament without everyone. And I think that was the difficult part, sort of when the lads were winning and playing the games, and you're thinking you're not necessarily a part of it, but then you actually look back, and me and Nick especially, with one position, not many changes gonna happen on the pitch, but we know we've done everything we can to help the outfielders and the goalkeeper. So we have probably a little bit more gratification when we do well, because we're helping every single player rather than just a couple in their position.
Obviously a couple of Arsenal players in the England camp. There's one in the French camp as well, in William Saliba. Have you heard from him? Have there been any sort of text message exchanges?
No, nothing. I asked Bakayo this morning if he spoke to him, and he said he hasn't. So that automatically stopped me from texting him anyway. But I also see him speaking in a press conference about Jesus, that he hadn't spoke to him and whatnot. So as I said, yeah, French team versus English. It's no friends.
Yeah, fair enough. On Bakayo Saka, a lot of the England players are talking about him and what a character he's been. Obviously, you know him from club level anyway. Why is it that everybody seems to love Bakayo Saka?
If you haven't seen the clip of him asking David Beckham for a picture, I don't need to say much more. The nicest, most humble kid, polite as anything, been brought up the right way. And, you know, if you watch that clip, then you'll just fall in love with him, and that's what he's like. He's funny. I think everyone spoke about the same sort of thing, so I see it day in, day out, and it doesn't change. It doesn't change with the cameras or just because it's England. He's like that with every member of staff at Arsenal and here, so he's just that perfect, that perfect boy which you wish will either be your son or your brother who's been brought up the right way. So it's a massive testament to his mum and dad.
Brilliant.